Om Shanti everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Happy every day for you in the midst of consistent changes, even though change is inevitable. When it comes as fast as how it's coming now, you're like, what to do? You kind of feel like you just want to put your hands up in the air. I think there was an old song. Hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care, something like that. Back in the day, I tell you. Anyway, today's segment is on silence in the midst of chaos, whether it's definitely chaos here first, and then chaos here. Many times we see chaos outside of us, and then we complain, we criticize, we judge it as if judging, criticizing, complaining about it isn't interior chaos. It is. Have you ever found yourself being right in the wrong mode? Like you feel you're right, but negatively, internally, your vibrations are negative. Like you can feel it, but you're right. It's chaos. You want order and you want calm, but you come at it with disorder and no calm. Have you ever been in that situation before? You want everything to be in control. Everyone should be right. Listen. And you're like not even observing yourself at that time as to how peaceless you are. And the same thing that you're trying to achieve outside of you, you've now embodied it at that moment in time. I invite you to pause for a little bit and try to do a little reflection on yourselves. You want peace in the workplace, but you think about everything that's wrong with it. It won't happen. You want peace in a relationship, whether it's a spouse or a lover, and you want them to give you something that you're not getting from them, and you're having waste thoughts about their weakness or their inadequacies, you're not going to get it. It's chaotic. You're not going to get it. You need money to pay the bills. Oh my gosh, we all do. I used to think once upon a time, Santosh might remember, I used to say, if even just 10,000 people donate $5 a month, we will do wonders. And I used to use the equation, there are 8 billion people. We can find 10,000 people who will believe in our work and help us to continue to do what we're doing, but even do it better. I just look at things at that minute level. Like a simple $5 a month could change everything. But sometimes you're running after something, or sometimes you want something, and it's so chaotic. I want financial freedom, but all my thoughts are about how I don't have it. I don't have enough. I won't be able to cope. And that chaos is actually making things more difficult. Have you ever been in that situation? How do I find peace and stillness in the midst of things I have no power over? I'm not for the side of the Democrat, I'm not for the side of the Republican, I'm not for the side of the independent. I'm for the side of what is respectful, what is pure at heart, what is beneficial for everyone. When I look at the chaos in the government right now, in the United States, I really have to pull myself back and ask, what happened? What have they missed? What's going on in the minds and the hearts of these political figures who are living in this chaotic vortex that they seem to be stuck in? And no one in the political parties are willing to be still, be profoundly true, and speak truth to power in a way that people can hear them. Not yelling at them, not criticizing, not judging, not defaming, not lying, not cheating, but one political person. I want you to visualize this. One political member who walks in the truth of their service for their district or their state or their country, internally very clear that I'm here to help everyone. And then I speak from where I think we can do that, even though my state is Maryland or Virginia or my country's Africa or China. Think about it. At what point in time will we hear the right thing in the midst of the chaos around us if all I can be consumed by is the chaotic scenes? I just returned from New York City. Organization ran by a group of incredibly intentional and beautiful people. Michelle Narciso, Jarvis from Green Pod, shout out to you, Laurel and Joel and the family that have just done such wonderful work with this idea of bringing aligned energies together for the common good. I never had a thought that I would be at Times Square on their stage, and this is the third time they brought us back to lead a meditation in the midst of the incredible noise of this city. And you know what, everyone? When we go up there and we do our meditation, the place is blanketed with quiet. It actually becomes quiet. And even as you look at these images here, it still just feels like it's different. Vibrations are different. We met some beautiful people out there. It was a beautiful experience to see the next normal up there in Times Square and billboards. How sweet was that for me to just feel that energy. And I just want you to look at the sounds, the people everywhere. There's just so many things happening. And then I'm asked, can you make it quiet? And that we did. We were able to create silence in the midst of noise, and it helped. And I just want to give a big shout out to the organization that is doing so well. Presents. Look them up, ompresents.com, for more information on what they're doing. They're just easy and slowly moving things forward. Happy to be a part of their world. So how do we handle chaos and stay still? Take a breath. Breathe out. Feel that your breath out is blowing coolness in the air. Have thoughts. The chaos is not me, but I'm a peacemaker. Say to yourself, this chaos can't continue forever. It's just a phase I'm going through. It's just a phase the country's going through. This can't happen forever. Chaos is a conjuncture of values. I claim my value of honesty is high up on the spectrum. But if I use my honesty and it hurts someone, that's not a good value. It's not a good balance. So sometimes maybe it's not honesty that I need to project at that moment, even though the value of honesty is high. But maybe the value of not hurting someone's feelings should be higher than your honesty. Think about it. Chaos is like that. It will always require you to go a little deeper into your truth. If you do not, you become a part of the chaos, even though you think you're right. It's incredible. How many of you have fought for justice and peace and have lost your inner peace and your inner just? The justice of not losing your power and your dignity and your wisdom. How many of you have wanted peace in your homes and you lock yourself up in a room binge watching horror movies or bad movies? How many of you just want to be alone and be in solitude, and you end up wasting your time on stuff on your smartphone or your TV or your laptop? It doesn't do anything to serve your spirit. And when you come out of your room, you're irritated by everybody because you didn't serve the soul. You were vacuumed in a world of chaos in your mind. Even though you had physical freedom from people, you didn't choose to nurture your mind from your physical freedom. I'm inspired by Nelson Mandela's role, where he was imprisoned for speaking truth, just like Mahatma Gandhi, just like Martin Luther King, just like so many. Jesus was crucified on a cross because he just wanted the world to be a better place. What is wrong with people? It's because they're not aware of the chaos within themselves. The chaos of not knowing who you are. You are an immortal, eternal, imperishable, pure, peaceful, wise, loving soul, because we don't know that that's who we are. We feed into the chaos. We get so used to it, we don't even know we're in chaos. One story. We're checking out of the hotel yesterday in New York. We're waiting in the lobby for the car to come. So many scenes, I tell you, of the importance of your inner stillness and peace. You take it everywhere with you. One sister left the trolley with the luggage kind of in front of the door, kind of in front of us. Nobody could really see. The air wasn't clear. I got up and I moved it neatly to a corner, so everybody who walked back and forth could see us clearly and maybe feel peace, maybe. I shared with the man at the desk, do you have to listen to the loud sound of this music every morning? He says, yes. One sister next to me says, oh, don't say that, don't say things like that. It might give them sorrow. I looked at her like, you don't know much, do you? In my mind, I was like, you're telling me I can't ask somebody a question about the noise in the atmosphere. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I gotta call Hilton and see if they could play meditations in the morning. That would be so much better for the minds of people. So I got up and I walked outside and I stood there. It was a little chilly. I was waiting for the car to come. There were 3-4 people next to the lobby who came out, asked a taxi driver that was in front of me, "How much to LaGuardia?" He says, "Well, it's a meter, sir." And the guy went back in and didn't hire the taxi driver. A few seconds passed by and I walked up to the taxi driver and I just looked at him peacefully in the midst of chaos. I'm still clear. I'm still clear about who I am and what my purpose is here. I went up to the taxi driver and I said, "You know how much it costs to LaGuardia, at least an idea. Just go tell him. See if he takes it." He goes, "Okay, ma'am, thank you." He goes. Apparently he tells the guy. Next thing I see him pulling out the luggage, putting it in his taxi. He turns to me, "Thank you." Because he was so distracted from the chaos around him, he wasn't able to be focused on his job, who he is, what he does. He goes to LaGuardia all the time. He knows approximately how much it costs. Chaos will distract you from the real answers to life. Then another sister says, "Come inside, sister. It's too cold." Says, "I'm fine." And I watched hundreds of thousands of people. They just passed me by. And I just looked at all of them like, "Baba, take care of them. I hope they'll find you. Just give blessings." 4 or 5 people came by and said, "You made my day. Oh, you look so beautiful. Ah, it's going to be a good day." Thank you, thank you. Now that's just 4 or 5 that made a comment. I don't know if the other hundreds that passed me by thought of it. In the midst of the chaos, there was a moment of hope because of my stillness. What I'm trying to tell you is, don't lose yourself in what you can't control outside of you. The moment you do that, the chaos will enter you. Over and over again. It'll take you over. I loved what Michelle shared, that she basically thinks I'm the only person that can create calm in the center of Times Square. I don't think so, but I'll take that with a lot of grace. If there's anything chaotic in your world, find a good place in you where love sits, where God sits, your truth sits, your purity sits, and feed from that instead of what you can't control or change outside of you. Eventually, that energy will feed someone, something, a situation. Sometimes the people closest to you are the last ones to feel your vibrations or to take help from you. Karma, what to do. They're holding something negative about you that they don't think they can learn from you. It's unfortunate. One of the reasons why so many marriages dissolve is that these spouses remember only the negative things about each other instead of what was good at the beginning. It becomes a chaotic union. So I want you to just take a moment with me in silence. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out the coolness of your mind to the environment. Get used to the sound of your inner silence. Your inner peace. And your inner wisdom. Om Shanti. This practice of being present and available is so important for you. Let's go to awakened intelligence and observe what's happening for our future. How to stay still in the midst of chaos. Awakened intelligence says it's something many of us wrestle with. Let's move on. Number 1. Breathe like you mean it. Very good. Number 2. Create inner distance. That's good. What part of this is actually needs me right now? It's a good question. Number 3, root in the present. Number 4, choose silence, even briefly. Traffic control, no, every hour in the hour. Pause for 30 seconds, even if you can. Number 5, say your centered phrase like, I'm the sky, everything else is just weather. Peace begins with me, that's good. And the last one, number 6, connect to something bigger. Go to Baba. Choose God's love, God's light, God's might. Choose love. Choose God. Choose divinity. It'll overcome all of your challenges, I tell you. Let's take a moment for the Sister Gita effect and enjoy some words of wisdom.
Let us examine a few ways to handle criticism. Firstly, check to see how much truth there is in the criticism. Don't dismiss it lightly or angrily as being foolish. Secondly, admit to any errors. Thirdly, if you cannot see any errors at that point in time, continue to check because those errors could emerge later on. Fourthly, not only find but correct any errors in your ways. Fifthly, thank the person for bringing the matter to your attention. These 5 steps will help reduce or destroy any barriers. Criticisms are good things. They help us to look at ourselves, to check, correct, and improve. But what about the situation where nothing you say or do seems right? Where there is constant criticism, how can one satisfy such a person? We must first be satisfied with ourselves before we can satisfy others. If we do not yet have the power to quickly change the negative attitude of others, we must at least start with ourselves. Change your attitude towards the one who is constantly criticizing. Adopt a more positive approach. Positive thoughts, words, and actions will eventually bring positive results. You will also need to use the virtues of tolerance and patience. Continue acting in this godly manner. At least God will be pleased with you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Gita. Cross your fingers. We should be able to start to pre-order her book. Oh, please come to the Meditation Museum on May 3rd, 1 to 3. If you happen to be in D.C., we'll do our 1-year anniversary of honoring of Sister Gita and the launch of her new book, The Sister Gita Effect, Living in Love with the Divine. I'd love to have you. So let's do a shout out to everyone online. Angela, good morning. Thank you so much for your lovely email. I hope you got my response to your email. I appreciate those words very much. One of the things about the Brahma Kumaris a lot of people don't know is that we embrace all faiths and all religions and all people. And I think when Pope Francis passed away, I had such an affection for the soul. And I hope that that was conveyed in that segment of honoring our Pope. Joanne Cochran, it's my inner chaos that is causing world upheaval. Only in my inner silence can I catch myself creating it. I'm so powerful. So what will I knowingly create today? Choice is only mine to make. That's beautiful, Joanne. Hi Shobha, Christine, Yukti, Mukesh, Shampat, Narendra Modi. I would almost think the Prime Minister was on today. One of the best shows that I've ever seen. We have to send good vibrations to Prime Minister Modi. There's a lot going on in Kashmir with the terrorist attack that happened recently. So unfortunately, it looks like India is going to have retaliatory forces soon. Kushali, Ramesh, Mahesh, Mukesh, Lilawati. How is everyone doing? Good. Kailash, Hayam, Manish, Anita, Nirmala, Neha, Indu, Annette, and all. Many, many blessings to you. From deep in my heart, good wishes, pure feelings, they do make a difference. To those of you on who believe in our simple, subtle work, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks. Take care of yourselves. Be well. I'll see you tomorrow.